Underground Radio.
Right versus wrong. Good versus evil. God versus the devil. What side you on?
Underground Radio.
Hey, here we are this morning, up live on the internet. Oh man, I get so nervous before we go live because, you know, half the time the clunky old 2020 internet and the dodgy old NBN works, and sometimes it doesn't. Australia's got to get its act together with this internet game. What do you reckon, Rach?
Definitely. I think, you know, it's a bit of a worry when you've got this fibre optic cable just coming in from the street and we've got trees everywhere, you know. Something, you know, storm comes along, it's all down for the count.
You know what it is? I think there's people upstairs that are gaming on the PlayStation, streaming live and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably.
There's bandwidth limitations. Can you get more than one NBN line? Do you need more than one?
I'm not sure. I think, you know, everybody's on the internet right now, so
yeah,
probably wouldn't be a bad thing.
It's pretty crazy since the whole live streaming thing has kind of exploded. But anyway, special guest this morning, we have Sam Hunter. There we go. Do we have audio? Hang on, there we go.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
How are you?
Good morning, Sam. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome. Good to have you here, bro. If you're not aware of who Sam Hunter is, he was unearthed by Triple J in their Unearthed thing last year. Was it, Sam?
I've been on their charts for I guess for the last 5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
For numerous different things, but I've never actually been on Triple J Radio. Only, you know, hit number 1 on the charts.
Yeah.
Which is Triple J Unearthed.
Yeah. Well, top 3 is you must be doing something pretty right to get up there in the top 3.
I'd like to think so, man. I think I'm pretty persistent, you know.
Yeah, well, we're totally stoked to have you on the show, and just going through your body of work. I mean, it's really hard to know what to play from artists when, you know, you've got so much good stuff, and your style is like really, you know, super relaxed beats, funky grooves. Like, how would you describe your music?
I like to just call myself an entertainer now, you know, in terms of that realm of artistry. But I would like to think that people can. It's easy listening hip hop, kind of funk, that covers R&B and a bit of reggae in there too. So I guess if people listen to my music and they like it, I think if they vibe with it, I'd like to just have them smile, you know, and relate to it.
Yeah, yeah. Your tracks are really down to earth, very chilled, and you can really see that, you know, you're a live performer. I think that really comes through in your music, that, you know, you're very just quite relaxed in front of the camera, you know, in your performances and that, and, you know, you're not trying to be something you're not.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, because I do feel now, especially, that I've come into my own skin, you know, and I think confidence is something that I gained through putting in my 10,000 hours, not just in the studio, but on stage or rehearsing. And yeah, I love the industry, you know. I want to be in front of the camera for the rest of my life, as long as it's for the right reasons and as long as I'm doing good, you know.
Yeah.
And so you were doing some live shows and that sort of thing before COVID locked us all down?
Yeah, I've been gigging for years, but late 2019, I think it was October, was my first actual event that I started myself, and that's in collaboration with Hustle and Flow Bar, which is in Redfern.
Yeah,
you might know that place, Pete.
Yeah.
Nigel, who owns Hustle and Flow, is a huge curator of music.
Yeah.
And supporter of the arts and his local community, and I'd been doing shows there on and off for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So essentially, I had this vision. I've always wanted my own band, and performing with reggae bands in the past, like the Strides, Caribbean Soul, I was like, I want to be a frontman for my own band. So I created my own event, and it's called the Soul Fix, because, you know, I wanted people to get their fix, not only their live music fix, but also their fix of just being out and entertained, and, you know, hopefully that would feed their soul. So yeah, started that late last year. We got about 8 shows in, and then I had to cancel the last 2 shows before COVID because I just thought, you know, I spoke to Nigel. I was like, maybe it's not going to be a good look if we push it to the very edge, you know. And people were already on edge at that time. As they have been and as they may already be.
I think I can remember rolling out of the Hustle and Flow bar after seeing a Rastafarian gig there at about 3 a.m. in the morning, and you know, just I think I slept in the car until I was capable of driving home. You know.
Yeah, very responsible of you, though.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, probably could have been booked for just sleeping in the car behind the wheel or whatever, but you know, trying to do the right thing.
Yeah. Sure, especially it's around the corner from the cop shop too. So they're good people though in Redfern, man. I think.
Oh yeah.
Grown as a community.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Rach, to cover on that as well, I'm starting the Soul Fix up next week, so 2nd of July, and instead of being once a fortnight, we're just going all out and we're doing every Thursday.
Oh really? Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
and I'm
totally
really
awesome.
Excited about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As I can imagine anyone on the radio right now listening in, those of us who love live music and want to be able to get out. I don't know what's happening in Brisbane really, because I'm in Sydney, but I miss going out and seeing live music.
Yeah, me too.
It's the wonderful freedom that we have, you know.
You know, I reckon when everything opens back up, that the live scene's just going to explode.
Yeah, I agree.
Because everybody's looking for that fix, you know. Yeah. It's been a while.
It has been a while, and you know, you can only do so much from home, and be stimulated. So I think it's going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Gives us a good excuse to get down to Sydney as well. So hopefully we'll see you up in Brisbane sometime. Are you thinking about doing a tour? Or?
That's the dream. Like, so I've dubbed it. My vision, essentially, if I can just touch on it for a sec, is the Soul Fix is in Sydney right now. So I've called it the Soul Fix Sydney. I want to take it to Brisbane. I want to take it to Adelaide. I want to take it to Melbourne. I want to take it to Perth. So, you know, anyone who's listening now who has a venue or they're a booking agent, listen to this interview and see what I have to offer and what we're doing down here, because it's really exciting to have your own platform, but then also to take it elsewhere.
Let's kick it off with World at My Feet. Tell us about this song, Sam.
That song was really when I rebranded and started going under Sam Hunter. And I did, at the time, I felt like the world was at my feet in terms of anything I did from that moment was going to be me. So it's really a song just about how I saw the world and a bit of a conversation with myself.
Awesome. Well, you're watching Sam Hunter live on undergroundradio.com.au, coming at you through Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube today. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Hey, check, yes. Got nothing to hold on to. It's just me and the world at my feet. I feel so steep. Feel so steep. See, some might feel like I do. Intrinsic different. Some might need an idol. You don't wanna miss this. A trickster with trickling scriptures, breaking my bread on a bed full of wisdom. That's me though, no ego. There he goes. He moves so swift. He could be gone in an instant. I have waited patiently, moved graciously. No hatred in my bones. You cannot penetrate my zone. The line in the sand says no. The line says no, don't cross, don't do it. You don't wanna see me be a terrible human, incredibly amazing. Some don't need no changing. There's nothing that hope won't do. Nothing to hold on to, won't do. Me and the world at my feet. Feel so steep, so steep. Nothing to hold on to. Me and the world at my feet. Feel so steep, so steep. What would you do with the world at your feet? Never needed to take much. Dreaming for 8 months and I woke up from a slumber and ate lunch. Hoping to see what they made us. Away for so long, I'm a stranger to them. Strangers will meet you. Strangers will greet you regardless of thoughts or intentions to meet you. There was a time when I would dream I would meet you. Have my conclusions. If I am human, could you prove it? If the truth is what we get to see connects and moves us, can it change how we go and use it? I often think like I'm foolish to you too. Did I confuse you? Every time I step into this booth, true words keep flowing out my mouth like a virtue. Try to keep your word on this earth too. Oh, distractions divert you. The work can get work too. Oh, there's nothing but hope won't do. Nothing that I won't do.
Awesome, really trippy little music video too.
Yeah, thank you, man. That was shot by Marcel Bingham, his brother. And he was, before he moved to Sweden, he's actually senior arts director for IKEA right now.
Right.
And he's had a baby and he's just started his new life with his beautiful wife. He used to do all my art direction and my music videos, so I really miss that dude.
Yeah. We're known for the hard-hitting questions on this show, aren't we, Rach?
We can be.
So
I like that.
I'll start with the easy ones. What are your greatest strengths, Sam, you reckon?
I think my connectability, my charisma, I think the ability to make opportunities happen and put other people in the same room. And yeah, I really love, my whole history of entertainment has gone from like drama to stage plays to musicals to being just a rapper, loving the golden era, boom bap hip hop. So I think really now I'd be, my strengths on stage are entertainment, captivating an audience, singing, stuff like that.
Yeah, and how did you get into music? Like, how long have you been doing it? Do you start off as a kid, or how did you get started?
Because that was always a journey, and that was a question I asked myself when I decided to go for it, I guess I've been singing my whole life because as a second generation Irishman, my grandma was a phenomenal singer. My great granddad, who I'm named after, Samuel Hunter, he was one of Northern Ireland's greatest poets. And I think I just always had that ability to listen with my ear and tune in and sing. So, I started recording and being a rapper in 2006.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say that's where my career, my vision started. I was living in Switzerland at the time. I was lucky enough to finish my last 4 years of school there.
Wow, that's awesome. So it's in the DNA.
I believe so. And, if I can just say, when I went to my grandma's funeral in 2014, she was a wonderful woman, and I didn't actually know she was a performer in Ireland. And I had that moment of clarity, like this epiphany, when we were at the funeral and they, as the eulogy ended, they played footage of her performing in front of, hundreds, thousands of people.
Yeah.
In Ireland back in the day. And I broke down and I cried because I was like, wow, okay, now I know who actually gave that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important to me to do this, it's what I love to do.
Yeah.
And you've got a real soulful voice too. I just really love the soulful vibe that you have.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, tell us about some of your influences, musical influences, Sam.
Well, you know, as a kid, I was a big. My mum and my dad loved the 80s, like 70s, 80s, even going back. But you know, Marvin Gaye, Bill Withers, like George Benson, Randy Crawford, Frank Sinatra, just to name a few. And then I was in Switzerland in 2006. I was at an American school, so that was different for me. You know, like I was there to play soccer as well, and being a kid raised on the beaches. Well, I was born in Brisbane, coming from the suburbs of Brisbane, then moving to Melbourne, going to Sydney. We didn't really have that first-hand opportunity to see hip hop, you know. I wasn't at that age where I was like, you know, I was in the late 80s or 90s and I tuned into MTV, Yo Raps and stuff. So when I got to the American school, all my friends were listening to the golden era, and I really got into back then like Gangstar, Master Ace, like KRS-One, Mos Def, Melly Mel, Mobb Deep. Even like as far as singing, I listened to rock music a bit before, and I really loved Metallica.
Yeah, you got a lot of different influences. Yeah, a lot of different influences there, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I think we all evolve, you know.
Yeah. Do you know Finlay Quay's music?
Quay?
Yeah, Finlay Quay, Quaye. I don't know. He wasn't a really, really well-known artist, but I stumbled over his music one day, and I see a lot of similarity between your styles of music. But check him out. I think he's an English artist.
English? Finlay.
Yeah, Finlay, Finlay, L-A-Y, Finlay Quay, Quaye.
It could be Finlay Key.
Yeah, Finlay Key, or however you pronounce it. I hadn't heard. I don't think I've heard other radio stations play his stuff, but yeah, it's
I'll check him out.
Yeah.
I've been recently. I've been compared to like Mac Miller and over in the UK there's an Irish artist who is Irish born but raised in England in Stoke, Maverick Sabre. I don't know if you've heard his music, but I really relate to him, and it's weird, we have the same mannerisms, and like I was good friends with The Tongue, you know, the rapper The Tongue.
Yeah.
And he called me one day, he's like, yo Sam, like where are you, bro? I was like, oh, I'm just at home just doing some writing. And he was like, I'm at this Maverick Sabre concert, I think it was 2016, and he was like, I swear man, this is you. He's like, I'm watching you right now.
Yeah.
And I just kind of tripped out and put the phone down and looked up Maverick Sabre, and ever since he's been one of my greatest influences,
right,
as a soul singer, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Just jotting that one down.
Catch up with that.
It's good to share, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Sharing experiences, playlists, music, whatever.
Yeah, I want to play another one of your tracks. Never Felt So Alive. And you know the thing about pretty much all the tracks we're playing today, as much as I love them all, I still really feel like your best work it's you know, this next album you've got coming out, it's your best work. It's like you're right on it now. And like this stuff that's even a year or two ago, like you've just progressed as an artist so much in the last year or two. It's huge, the leaps forward you've come in, like just the standard of your music. Yeah.
I can't wait to release all this new music. I guess we can talk about that afterwards, but yeah, this track, Never Felt So Alive, is it's really close to my heart. We only released that 2 months ago, and I think, you know, we found different ways to market ourselves outside just the world of hip hop, the music industry. And Two-Face, so he was a member in Decipher Us, which is a crew that I formed in 2011. Two-Face reached out to me. He's like, yo, let's do something before, you know, this COVID thing kind of gets locked down, and we did it. And then when we released it, Mick Fanning, the famous surfer Mick Fanning, picked it up, put it on one of his surfing videos. And awesome. I think that was just a testament to what we had tried to set out to achieve. And yeah, I love this track, man. Two-Face is a great rapper as well. He's Canadian born.
Whoa, yeah. Felt the sound of the music, and you know how life goes, yeah. It all seems so.
I stepped away from this thing. What a day for the king. Guess this life is a fellowship, you pay for the ring. Feel the sound of the music, let the bass in this sing. And these are a few of my favorite things. Punching above like I'm never bagging a 6 again. Tightly rolled splits that I like to put to my lips again. Flutes of Moe when you know the champers is valid. I'm fresh pale ale that pours and pampers the palate. Picking up a win and she's not even a fan of mine. Bring it back to mine and get it blown like a dandelion. Ticking bucks and kicking goals in this plan of mine. Balanced all out with board games and family time. Brandy wine, Jack Daniels and Coke as well. Paychecks appearing in bank accounts when you're broke as hell. Well, when problems fall and they fade away and hope glimmers through like sun showers on rainy days. Drop baggage by packing bags that I wanna pack. Been around the world like fuck it, I'm never coming back. Passport stance, they can't believe that it's me again. I fell in love with women I probably never will see again. Made a lot of mistakes, turned around and retreated quick. Walked away, reassessed, overcame and defeated it. I found the light in these moments I most needed it. I wouldn't change a thing if I took it back and repeated it.
The thing about life is you always deciding which way to go, yeah. Way to go. And it's always enticing, yeah. Intrigued you, excited, embrace it all. Oh, oh. And you were always inviting, warm in the heart and the soul. Never felt so alive with anybody else. I know at times it all seems dull. We seem to rise and we seem to fall. If it's not gonna change, then we all need love. We all need
This
some.
is for my artistic people. The government won't support us now. They gave birth to us and it's like they want to abort us now. You can't trust your brothers looking at you with Judas eyes. Where people fight over the last ration of food supplies. People move aside, you can't avoid the tolls. Stepping on the next man trying to get to the toilet rolls. And sanitizer for disinfecting the surfaces. While supermarkets cash in bucks for the panic purchases. We need to stick together and pass the barriers. The media is pushing agendas of mass hysteria. We need to speak out. I'm hoping many sing. If we can make it through this, we can make it through anything. So give back like churches do when they pass a plate. Hugs from your loved ones make these issues evaporate. The past debates are drowned out by acoustic strings. They can kill the lights, but they'll never kill what the music brings.
The thing about life is you always deciding which way to go. Which way to go. It's always enticing, intrigued you, excited, embrace it all. Oh, you were always inviting, warm in the heart and the soul. Never ever felt so alive with anybody else. I know at times it all seems dull. We seem to rise and we seem to fall. If it's not gonna change, then we all need love. Yeah, we all need some. See the thing about life,
I know the times seem tough sometimes.
always deciding which way to
In these
go.
crazy times we're living in.
Always
This crazy world.
enticing, intrigue you, exciting.
No leaders and no role models.
Race it all, yeah.
We went from mass for smoke to mass for germs overnight.
In the heart and the soul, never felt so
What we need now more than
alive
ever.
with Anybody else. I know at times
Is to stick together.
It seems so dull.
Cause we can make it through this.
We all need love. And if it's not gonna change, yeah, we all need some. Cause we rise and fall.
Yeah, love it. Sam Hunter on Underground Radio. Feel like-
Wow, soulful tunes.
Thanks, man. I reckon it's good vibes, Rach. Like, for a Friday, good song to play.
Definitely. And that's what we love to hear on a Friday. Get our weekend started.
Yeah, I'm excited to announce I've got a follow-up track to that song, and it's called Something's Gotta Give. So Two-Face and I recorded that 2 weeks ago. I think I'll definitely release it end of July if I can.
Awesome. And if anyone wants to get your music, where's the best place to go?
Well, the beauty of the internet and these days is I'm on literally every platform now, I think except for Twitch. So anyone listening right now, I would love for you to go to my YouTube channel, and my Spotify first and foremost. But if you don't have those, I guess Apple Music and the rest.
Awesome. And do you have any press CDs as well, or it's all digital?
It's all digital. I do have a single that's pressed as a CD called Universe Imperfect, and I've also got like branded USBs. So I'm in the middle of getting my merchandise set up so I can have shirts, hats, and socks, and then also everything that I release in terms of an album or EP from this moment forward, definitely have hard copies so I can send it out.
Awesome. And getting back to the Soul Fix tour that you were hopefully planning on doing sometime soon. So where were you going again?
Well, at the moment it's a Sydney-based event, and that's going to be every single week from July 2nd. So next Thursday, myself and Jack Shepherd will be running the nights, the whole night. So I can't really afford to have, or even with the restrictions, can't afford to have my whole band. So I've got a one-man band, and that's Jack Shepherd. If it goes well, I know it's going to go well. If it goes well and we don't have any further kind of restrictions or it gets shut down again, I would love to, by spring, go to Brisbane first and then go to Melbourne.
Awesome.
So I'm looking for venues, I'm looking for venues who want to have, if I'm going to Brisbane, I'd love to have, it's just once a month in Brisbane, and then when it goes well, every fortnight, so I can always be, moving.
That's fantastic. And how's it going since you've been unearthed? Has that really helped to propel your career?
Well, Unearthed is a big platform. I think Triple J Unearthed have been around since 1995, and it's kind of like all the other platforms that you see, like you see Spotify, YouTube. It's so heavily saturated. It's really hard to make an impression. Myself and Two-Face, the guy that you just heard on that track, we've been #1 on the hip-hop charts and overall charts up to about 8 times in the last, say, 5 years.
Wow.
And never once have we been played on radio, on Triple J Unearthed or on Triple J.
You know what? Sorry, you know what, Sam? You're really touching on the main issue with music in Australia and hip hop and radio and all that sort of thing, is that there's so many really talented artists that are making music for a genre that's not really been represented properly, and it's being consumed in huge ways. I mean, you know how many people you get along to your gigs. Yeah. And you're exactly right. It's being consumed in a way that it's almost like going like this, and people. I guess there's a lot of people in the music industry that know what they want, or listeners, supporters, but there's so much always happening and so many distractions in the world anyway. That I feel like there's got to be more than just Triple J Unearthed or like, Australian Radio Network and people like yourself to actually come and find and unearth these artists, because Triple J Unearthed, it says it in its name, they're there to unearth local talent and homegrown talent, and it's clearly why so many successful artists from Australia, and you take In Excess, for example, they were in Sydney, like they're from just around the road where I am. Yeah. They went to Melbourne and then they went worldwide. So we need to ask ourselves, why is it that our Australian artists are going overseas and they're getting successful, and then they have to come back to, to make a name for themselves here? Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, the talent that's here is just awesome. I mean, I worked for both Southern Cross, Oz Stereo, and the Australian Radio Network, and they don't really represent the music scene as it should be represented, and that's the problem. Hence, underground radio, and the whole underground movement is absolutely freaking huge now. Yeah. It's like almost a genre in itself that's not being represented in the main media, and that'll be to their detriment in the long term. Yeah, I think the infrastructure has to change a bit, and I agree with you so much, Pete. And to add to that, I would say the fans, people, the consumers of music are doing a great job, I feel. But there's so much out there. It's like going into a shopping center and
you know what you want before you step in.
Yeah.
You go into this shopping center and you're like, oh, sale here, sale here. It's like almost no conformity. There's no actual process in terms of people being able to go through the process and find their artists that they want and then go and support them. And we're at a time where I think that whole precipice might have changed a bit with COVID. People, as we were talking before, want that fix now. So I think all of the Australian government, all of the, I guess, organizations that have the capital behind them and the pull need to pull their socks up a bit and actually reach out to us guys, man, because it's not only detrimental to like for mental health and stuff for artists, but people in general. Like we're a big sporting culture nation, and sport alone, I feel, cannot stimulate everyone all the time.
Yeah.
No, and
There's gotta be
during
more substance there.
Yeah, and during lockdown too, I mean, everyone's consuming art, aren't they? Music and Netflix and, and that's all produced by artists, filmmakers, musicians, rappers, the whole thing. So, yeah, we definitely need to support the Australian industry. And I noticed on Aria's just announced this morning, they've put it out on their channel that the government is extending JobKeeper to the arts industry as well. So that's good news for musicians and bands and everybody.
That's great.
Definitely. Hey, I want to roll another song, Let Me In.
Ooh, this one's for the ladies, man.
Sweet. You're watching Sam Hunter here live on Underground Radio.
On your skin, so cute too. No, this ain't no feeling that I'm used to. Trying to digest like my food do. The longer I keep myself waiting for you, the more I decide not to say that to you. Can't keep my mind and my eyes off of you. I just freeze up, freeze up. The longer I keep myself waiting for you, the more I decide not to say that to you. Can't keep my mind and my eyes off of you. I just freeze up. She don't wanna try try us. Guess it's just my luck. Thank you for the truth, though. It's all good if you happy with your moves, yo. Please understand that I ain't no fool, no. Oh miss, know this. I'm living in the moment, not afraid of no risk. Could've been running with the captain of the whole ship. The longer I keep myself waiting for you, the more I decide not to say that to you. Can't keep my mind and my eyes off of you. I just freeze up, freeze up. The longer I keep myself waiting for you, the more I decide not to say that to you. Can't keep my mind and my eyes off of you. I just freeze up, freeze. She don't wanna, she don't wanna, she don't wanna, she don't wanna. She don't wanna, she don't wanna, she don't wanna let me in, no. Oh, she don't wanna, she don't wanna. And we were kissing on the weekend, and now she only wanna be friends. Not trying to catch feeling. I said, how do you feel then? And we were kissing on the weekend, and now she only wanna be friends. Not trying to catch feeling. I said, how do you feel? Oh, I said, how do you feel that? The longer I keep myself waiting for you, the more I decide not to say that to you. Can't keep my mind and my eyes off of you. I just freeze up, freeze up. The longer I keep myself waiting for you, the more I decide not to say that to you. Can't keep my mind and my eyes off of you. I just freeze up. She don't wanna let me in. 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 No. Oh.
Man, every time I hear that song, it just gets better and better. You're watching Underground Radio live everywhere. Special guest this morning from Sydney, Sam Hunter. We're on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, undergroundradio.com.au. All those good places. Just thanks again for coming on the show, Sam. It's totally awesome to have you here.
Pete, Rach, I'm humbled by it. It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm going to let Rach just have a little conversation with you. I'm going to go upstairs and grab myself a coffee, and I'm going to watch you guys chatting on Instagram.
Yeah, no worries.
So I'll be back in a flash. Do you want a coffee, Sam? You good?
Man, I just had a whole tea, and I think anyone who was watching who thought I was drinking a never-ending cup of tea, I had like a whole thing there.
You got the whole pot
Yeah,
going
nah.
on.
I can't wait to come up to Brisbane and have one with you, bro.
Yeah, sweet. All right, I'm going to grab my coffee, Rach.
That'll
I'll
be
leave you with
awesome.
Sam. Okay.
I just love the versatile range of your music as well. So there's just so much there, I think, for everyone. And I'm really excited to see your work and that sort of thing. I think, there's great things in store for you. So, I'll be really happy to see what you do in the future. But do you have a record label behind you, or you're an independent artist?
I am independent. We do have our own kind of label set up called Golden Island Collective. So everything that myself and Two-Face release or decipher us, we release it through that. But essentially I am independent. So any backing that I have in the future or any opportunity like that, I'm always willing to explore those avenues,
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any of your video clips playing on like Rage or anything, or have they played on Rage?
So it was funny, about 6 months ago, I got a call from Two-Face, who was in that song before, and he goes, yo man, like we just got played on Rage, bro. And I was like, really, because no one contacted me about it, and I guess it's a small viewing time now. Remember, like Saturday morning, Rage would go from like 6 a.m. till like 12 midday.
Yes.
I think it only goes for like an hour or two, if that now.
Right.
So yeah, I've had some bodies of work played on Rage before. That was with my Decipherus days, and other than that, no one's contacted me, and I really would love to do that. Obviously, I can reach out to them, but I just want to have everything ready to go and more of a professional catalogue first.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the hard thing about Rage. I've heard a few artists say, you know, they've been played, but they didn't get any notice that their song was going to be on, so they kind of missed it, which is a bit of a shame because, you know, all of that exposure and all of that content really helps you with your, you know, your own channels.
And then being able to say to my fan base and outreach, hey, I'm going to be on Rage now, like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it goes back to what we were talking about before, about the industry as a whole.
Yes, it is fragmented, definitely.
Good word, good choice of word.
Yeah.
All right, next song, Coming Back.
Oh, yes.
Got anything you want to say about that one, Sam?
Well, Coming Back was, I was in Europe when I wrote it, so I wrote and recorded this song when I was in Berlin in 2018.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a kind of a story of what I did over there. When I was in France, I started writing it, and I was at my mate's wedding. It was beautiful. So it's more of a paying homage to that trip, and also the fact that I am going to come back to Europe one day soon.
For sure. All right, cool. This is Coming Back. You're watching Underground Radio with Sam Hunter.
I feel the weight of the world lift when I'm there, yeah. A reason for living, I'm feeling uplifted when I'm there. Yeah, I had a real escape, fancy ass real estate. Fuck if I got bills to pay, I be feeling real today. Feel as if the feeling's great, experience some realities. Take me back to that place. Yeah, I had a real escape, fancy ass real estate. Fuck if I got bills to pay, I be feeling real today. Feel as if the feeling's great, experience some realities. Take me back, yo. Destination unknown, chasing till the sun's gone. Lights come out at night, expose the beauty of this world. Vines of grapes in France to taste the beauty of this earth. I see beauty in this dirt. The view of this church from the balcony's absurd. As my senses go berserk, I see beauty in this planet. Know what life is really worth. Life is really worth. Know what life is really worth. Yeah, I had a real escape, fancy ass real estate. Fuck if I got bills to pay, I be feeling real today. Feel as if the feeling's great, experience some realities. Take me back, yo. Yeah, I had a real escape, fancy ass real estate. Fuck if I got bills to pay, I be feeling real today. Feel as if the feeling's great, experience some realities. Take me back, yo. It keeps me coming back, it keeps me coming back, it keeps me coming back, falling in love with that place. Always and always and always in more ways. I keep on running back, I keep on coming back, I keep on coming back, can't get enough of that place. Always, always, always and always. It keeps me coming back, falling in love with that, falling in love with that, falling in love with that place. Always, always and always and always. A real escape, fancy ass real estate. Fuck if I got bills to pay, I be feeling real today. Feel as if the feeling's great, experience some realities. Take me back, yo. And we back, and we back, and we back. Relax, relax, relax.
relax, relax, relax. And we back, and we back, and we back. Yeah. Man, I love that place, yo. Take me back one day. Take me back now. I'll see you all soon.
Sweet. I just love the guitar in that track too, Sam.
Thanks, man. I honestly, I've dabbled with guitar a bit. I wish I could play, but that was my homie who helped me produce the track at Noise Fabrik in Berlin. And I stepped out of the studio and we had these nice Rhodes piano on there, and he surprised me with that little lick. It was cool.
Yeah, you've definitely worked with some cool musicians on those tracks.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it really adds to the soulful vibe of your song. So yeah, that's something I could really get up and dance to. So love to hear that in a club.
that song, every time I performed it, whether it be with a backing track or like we've had a band or whatever, it goes well.
Hey, can I ask you too? Do you see your music and I suppose just life? Do you see an end game, or is it just the journey to you?
The end game, I guess I want to have a long, eventful career. Longevity for me is amazing. So as I get into my 60s and 70s, if I'm not still performing the same at the same caliber that I am, then I really want to get into the other business side of it, have my own studios, have my own label, and nurture the next up and coming artist, because I'm all about giving back. I'm 28 now, but I feel like I'm 18 with all this experience and energy now. I just want to be able to take this worldwide and then come back and say, I was born in Brisbane, I lived most of my life in Sydney, and this is what I'm seeing through my music as I go through my journey.
Yeah, cool. I got another track I want to play. Is Wonderful Rock. That's
nice.
Yeah, tell us a bit about that one.
This one was inspired by so in 2018, unfortunately one of my mates was murdered, and that's Angry Anderson's son, the great Angry Anderson, and Liam and I had made music together for a long time. And after he passed away, we went to the funeral, and it was like about a month later, this song just came to me. I was just driving in the car, and I just started, I'd pulled to the side of the road, and I wrote the whole song in about 10 minutes.
Right, wow.
So I think it was him connecting, from another realm. You call it godly if you like. I'm a bit of a spiritual dude. And anyway, so it came to me, and I thought it was Ram to Bigsby reaching out to me and going, this song is for you, Sam, and I manifested it.
Yeah, well, I kind of
at that time I was in a dark place, like we all get to that stage sometimes, and I just wanted to shed some light on the whole thing and then go, it's actually a wonderful thing that's happened.
Well, it's a real spirit-filled music video, I reckon. Let's have a look.
Very, very reflective.
Yeah. There's Wonderful Rock. Sam Hunter, Underground Radio.
The loud song, man.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey, we living on this wonderful rock. Happy with the time that I've got. I'm just trying to get closer to God. Find closure in your mind for the time that you've lost. We living on this wonderful rock. Happy with the time that I've got. I'm just trying to get closer to God. Find closure in your mind for the time that you've lost. Yeah, we only human, yeah, we lose it sometimes. Happy just to wake up, feel the breath in my lungs. The temperature gon' rise and the cooling will come. Lessons from the temperament, natural progression is evident. But was it our creator? Is my behavior deflecting him? Maybe our reflection is a blessing in it, cause it came from him. Or is it her? Is it us? Is it one? It's love, yeah. One day hope to find out, but right now I'm happy to be ignorant and vibe out. Leave my faith with him and trust everything will work out. So I look to the sky now. We living on this wonderful rock. Happy with the time that I've got. I'm just trying to get closer to God. Find closure in your mind for the time that you've lost. We living on this wonderful road. Happy with the time that I've got. I'm just trying to get closer to God. Find closure in your mind for the time that you lost. Yeah. If you be loving, you could overcome it. Sick and tired of running, time to take the ego out. Let's confront it, man. Can of worms, open it. The process is amazing, then the closure hits. Used to take me weeks, 2 months to get over shit. Currently indulging in some soberness. Cloudy mind over it. Slowly letting go of my control of it. Excited for the journey now. Wait, oh, my soul just lifted. Wish upon a vision, make a mission, then go out and get it. Do it with a smile, and definitely be proud of it. It's okay to be out of it and feel a little down a bit. Drinking do you no good for the hours that you drown in me. So Lord, give me strength in my bones, release the pain. I feel the change, release these chains, release these chains. Oh, so Lord, give me strength in my bones, release the pain. I feel the change, release these chains, release these chains. We living on this wonderful run. Happy with the time that I've got. I'm just trying to get closer to God. Find closure in your mind for the time that you've lost. We living on this wonderful run. Happy with the time that I've got. I'm happy, man. Hey, what up, if you've lost someone, think about that person right quick. What up, Sydney? Just feel that love. Like I feel you, Liam. Long live Ramford Bixby. Hey, so damn wonderful. Hey. Yeah, sweet. We got everything we need right here, Rick. We got a track. Let's chill, man, and mix that shit. Hey. Sam Hunter in this mother. I like that outro so much. Thank you, Rick, for fucking recording this shit. Yeah.
Well, if you're really digging the music here this morning, we're with Sam Hunter, and I think everybody's really looking forward to this, what's definitely a much anticipated album coming, Sam.
I hope so, man. I really hope so.
Yeah. And for people that would like to see Sam live, where are you performing all during July?
So every week in July,
yeah,
starting from the 2nd of July, at Hustle and Flow Bar. So that's in Redfern in Sydney.
Bloody awesome.
Awesome. I just love your style too. There's like, it sounds like a little bit of Maxwell. There's a little bit of like Arrested Development in there. There's a little bit of like Fat Freddy's Drop.
Yes.
You know, it's definitely an album I'll be listening to. And there's nothing better than getting on a road trip and just having that really great album to listen to whilst you're traveling.
I agree. I think Based on a True Story is one of my favorite road trip albums by Fat Freddy's Drop. And yeah, man, Mr. Wendell by Arrested Development. When I was a kid, I think that was the first kind of hip hop song I ever heard, and like that's an awesome song.
Yeah, one of my favorite bands.
So any plans for a tour at some stage, Sam? To, you know, when Corona kind of settles down, go around Australia?
Yeah,
100%. So, Jack Shepherd and I, we run the Soulfix, and I had a band before, but you know, moving in this environment with a whole band is going to be hard potentially. So Jack Shepherd, if you should check him out, Jack Shepherd or Mr. Shepherd on. He's on my latest post that I just did on my Instagram page. He's like Ed Sheeran kind of status, but more bluesy and folky as well. And yeah, we want to start with the Soulfix in Sydney, obviously, and then look to do as a duo more shows around Sydney. And then first place I want to come, and it's great that you guys are doing this today, is Brisbane. Not only because I was born in Brisbane, but because I've been to the Valley heaps, Fortitude Valley, since I saw they opened the Fortitude Valley Music Hall.
Yeah.
I've been to Woolly Mammoths. I really want to have a show at the Bright Side. But yeah, I want to take the Soulfix to Brisbane and then tour that coast and come back down to Melbourne, go to Adelaide, and then eventually go to Western Australia too. But that's hard to say at this point because of COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So we'll just have to join some online festivals. So have you done any other any music festivals like the Blues Fest or anything like that?
Unfortunately, no. I've never been on those lineups. I've done Sydney Festival and Newtown Festival. I've done. It was the Moonlight Festival out in I think it was near Bankstown somewhere. I've done the Four Elements Music Hip Hop Festival. Only kind of little community-based ones, but up until this point, I've done a show at almost every venue in Sydney, other than the Metro and Enmore Theatre. And I've been performing with reggae bands, with my own hip hop group, and now I have my own platform and my own, duo and band together. I can look at doing those things,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm ready for the world's biggest stage, if that's what you're asking.
Yes,
Yeah.
we just have to release the lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm going to be live streaming every single show that I do, especially the Soulfix.
Yeah.
So that's every Thursday night from 7 p.m. And I'll be
Cool.
streaming our sets on my Instagram page.
Awesome. So
Awesome.
tune in for that.
Yeah, can't wait. Next track we're going to play is Purple Licks.
Oh, yes.
Background
This is,
info, yeah.
This is actually, it's kind of funny that you played Wonderful Rock first and then this. I fully produced this song. I dabbled as a producer back in 2014. And I wouldn't say it's a huge body of work production-wise, because it's not really mastered or whatever. But I wrote this song. I had it, unfortunately, my first mate who was murdered in Switzerland, which was, the same circumstance over as Ranford Bigsby was, mental health.
Yeah.
And so he was murdered, and then 3 days later we were in Switzerland, for the funeral. And
Wow.
I took it upon myself to write a track the day that I found out that he was murdered, and I went into my studio, and this was the second version I came up with, and I brought the track over and played it at his funeral. And Purple Licks was the name of Alex Morgan's kind of like grunge band he had when we were in high school. So yeah, it's an ode to him.
Cool. Well, you're up close and personal this morning with Sam Hunter. This is Purple Licks Underground Radio.
Everyone around you and everyone has found you a place in their hearts, and we proud to. Alex, man,
I love you, Morgan.
let your feathers glide.
So complex, a rebel with a cause. With so much to offer the world, you could've took it all. Your laugh rings in my head as I remember what you said to me. Take care of my sister, Sam. I'll never stop till I fulfill your plan. And best believe you were never just a simple man. You were like a banker of revolt, full of wisdom, man. I'm so sad I couldn't fight for you. I hate myself for all the times I didn't write to you. I close my eyes and I can find you, decked out in Adidas and Y2s. If I had a secret, you were the one I would confide to. Yeah. So much to say, but all I wish to do is say it right. Say MK for life. Every single one of your friends or loved ones, we all share this pain inside. A free spirit that never bared the chains of life, and always had to make us smile and nobody could take his style. A strong will like nobody could ever break you down. Eternally I'm humbled to have known what it was like to have a true friend. But we don't choose them, but it hurts and it burns when you lose them.
You went and lived your life, as well as better mine. Everyone around you and everyone has found you a place in their hearts, and we proud to. Alex, man, I'm just glad that I found you. Let your feathers glide,
Let him glide out. Yeah. Chest.
to a better life.
I wish my breath could have saved you. If only I was there, I blame me. I don't blame you. Forever I am grateful. As we indulged in your presence, I was taking it for granted, and the pain will never vanish. But it happened, I imagine if it didn't, this trip would be a whole lot easier to bear. I hope when I am gone, you can meet me in the air as we stare down. Watch it all happen as we take note.
You were the one who always made jokes but kept a straight face, yo. I was hip-hop, but you were drum and bass, bro. I never had the courage and you were always brave, though. I remember purple licks and splits when we made songs. Such a shame that those days long gone. But for you, my brother Alex, I will stay on form. But it's not just for you, cause it's the flame in my heart that still burns for your family too. I've always cared for you, even though you're gone. Through the dark, I am there for you. Your memory is served with the purpose. You touched so many lives on this earth like you nurtured it and worked for it. Respect to your life, we all learn from it. You went and lived your life as well as better mine. Everyone around you and everyone has found you a place in their hearts and be proud to. Alex, man, I'm just glad that I found you. Let your feathers glide to a better life.
It's a really powerful track. Purple Licks, Sam Hunter on Underground Radio. Coming at you live everywhere this morning, our special guest. And only got a couple of tracks to go, Sam.
Awesome.
Next one we're going to play is Catch My Drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my favorite track to perform live. I got to perform this in front of a couple thousand people last year, and it just went off. This song is literally just about working hard, you know, doing your thing in life, but also having a dream and a goal and not taking your eyes off the horizon, and then just relaxing a bit on the weekend.
Yeah, why not? Well, we all look forward to the weekends, don't we?
Yeah, man. Happy Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like this track a lot.
Thank you, man.
This is the weekend song, Underground Radio.
Work so hard, can't wait till I get on. My free time can't waste and I get on. Girl on the side says she wanna get wet all night. As she lie in my arms, we drift up, it feels alright. I know. Work so hard, can't wait till I get on. My free time can't waste and I get on. Girl on the side said she wanna get wet all night. As I lie in her arms, we drift off, it feels alright. But it feels so normal, only cause they taught us. I can't really afford it. They said it's not important. And if you thought it must be important. Better watch how you're walking. Better watch how you're walking. Work so hard, can't wait till I get on. My free time can't waste and I get on. Yeah. Girl on the side said she wanna get wet all night. As she lie in my arms, we drift off, it feels alright.
I just feel like all the things that we are focusing on will lead us to be hard.
You said you wanna go slow.
I don't feel that.
You said you just don't know.
I don't feel that.
You said this just won't grow.
I don't feel that.
Well, I don't see what you mean at all. And if you thought it must be important. Feel how I'm walking. We break down borders. It feels less awkward if you bought it. Better watch how you're walking. Better watch how you're walking. Work so hard, can't wait till I get on. My free time can't waste and I get on. Yeah. Girl on the side said she wanna get wet all night. As she lie in my arms, we drift off, it feels alright. And it's the simple things that we take for granted. Oh, yeah. Said I tried to call and you wouldn't answer. You wouldn't answer. Oh, I can't wait till I get home. Work work so hard, can't wait till I get home. Can't wait till I get home. My free time can't waste, and I get home. Can't wait till I get home. Girl on the side said she wanna get wet all night. As she lie in my arms, we drift off, it feels alright. I keep living, baby. You and me, let's go.
Awesome. I think one of the most exciting and versatile artists coming out of Australia right now is Sam Hunter, and we're up close and personal this morning. So I'm fantastic to have you on the show and really just loving your music style.
Thank you, Rachel. That's a huge. I'm just beaming from that comment. It's crazy. I've been saying that for years.
Well, I think we're going to be looking forward to watching your career progress. I think you've got great things in store, and just love how versatile you are. And I think you've just you got so much for like a little bit for everybody. Yeah,
absolutely.
I like to think so, man.
I think like with that last track too, it just demonstrates what an awesome songwriter you are. That's a really well written song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I enjoyed writing that song because I pushed myself. It was produced by a guy called Soul Option, and he actually mixed and mastered a lot of my work in the last 2 years. And we're in the studio, and I was doing my thing, and it could have come out a little bit more casual, but he kept pushing me and going, no, let's do this. And I think it paid off. I think that is a really great song for radio.
Yeah, it is, and it's a good music video too.
Thank you, man. That was a hell of a party, I tell you.
Yeah.
I went all out. I spent a bit of money on that, my own pocket, and I just hosted a party for some of my best friends.
Good on you. Good on you. Would have been a great party, and you got something to remember it by.
Party, I tell you that much.
And film production can be so expensive too, so it's really good to have creative people on board that can help you with that process. So with a lot of your video clips, do you have like a bit of a storyboard that you put together, or you're a bit more fly by the seat of your pants kind of guy?
I definitely am into storyboarding. I think it's important to have some art direction and continuity throughout the whole video, because these days you only have a small window of opportunity to captivate and compel an audience, Yeah.
That's exactly right. We're just about out of time, Sam. We've got one more track we're going to play. This house.
Yes. I like this song. This is back in 2016. I wrote this song. I was in a very bad place, to be honest. And coming out of a toxic relationship, and I felt like I was broken, but poor me, right? Get out the violin. It's just one of those things that this song as well came to me. I wrote it in like 10 minutes, and I love performing it. It's this house. This house is kind of a metaphor for the space, the place I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
any beautiful women out there, don't hate me for this song. It's not anything about, it's about what happened in my own personal experience.
Yeah, that's right. And this song is it's unique on a number of different levels as well, like in content and just in the style of the song and everything. It's quite unique, I thought.
Yeah, I think so too. It's definitely my own signature stamp on it. Again, I just released this it was a small process, and I didn't go get it mastered. Back then I wasn't really thinking about that. I was like, I'll just get it out. And if I could go back in time, I would have, really taken it to another level. I may just do it in the future. I don't know.
Cool. Well, that's pretty much it. Any final shout outs or anything you'd like to say before we go?
Well, I want to give a big shout out to the city of Brisbane, man. And for you guys as well. Thank you to Underground Radio, Pete for having me, Rachel for having me. Shout out to the Bread Gang up in Brisbane. Shout out to Woolly Mammoth, Brightside, the Fortitude Valley Music Hall. I would love to perform at your venues. And just shout out to everyone right now listening, man. My name's Sam Hunter. It's been a pleasure to be here. I'd really, really love for you guys to check out my content, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, Twitter, all that. And I'm just happy to be here making music for the people. And I hope people are safe and healthy, man.
Awesome. And thanks for being on the show this morning. It's been great having you on and a pleasure to meet you.
You guys too. This has been one of the best interviews I've ever had, to be honest. Awesome.
Thanks. Well,
My hat goes off to you guys.
yeah, we try, don't we, Rach?
We do, even with little internet interludes.
Yeah, that's right. Have an awesome weekend, Sam.
You guys too. Thank you so much for your time.
No worries. Peace.
Cheers.
Enough of this house, waiting for you to arrive. What you want, when I'm running out of time. Enough of this house, waiting for you to arrive. What you want, when I'm running out of time. I've had enough of this house. I'm running out. Summer don't feel right. I knew that I waited too long for a chance, but I know this is real life. Weighing on my conscience, thousands of tons, and they all bear problems. Where did they come from? Should have been watching, should have been paying attention to watchers. I know what my time is, but why did I listen to you? Told me to stay while I waited in the darkness. This is for you, cause you own me. You owe me a soul, cause now I just never feel whole. Emptiness lies in the dust of my bones, and it's hollow. Why did I follow you? I had direction. If I just protected my own, now I wouldn't be stuck in this hole. At the time I didn't know you were fucking them all. It was you that caused this, you. So now you can sit and just listen to bombs. And enough of this house, waiting for you to arrive. What you want, and I'm running out of time. Enough of this house, waiting for you to arrive. What you want, and I'm running out of time. My own worst enemy. Blind to the vibes that my own girl sending me. She told me I'm everything. How could I not be? Nothing can match what I gave you, but now you don't got me. I wonder what it feels like. But this right here made me realize I'm better than that. I am a veteran, better at rapping than I ever was. Never was I gone, I just needed my severance. Evidence that I could evolve, climb out the hole. Nobody knows where the fuck I go. Me. So now it's just me, I feel so free, nothing to distract me. I'm running out of time, better get ahead quickly. It's all in the past like a mystery. Yeah, don't find me, don't call me, I'm gone. Had enough of this house. Running now. Had enough of this house.
A lot of people told us to get in contact with you. When you underground, you go in and you do what you feel.
Oh my God.
Circumnavigating planet Earth.
Underground radio.
Underground radio.
Right versus wrong. Good versus evil. God versus the devil. What side you on?
Underground radio.
The com.au.